guys, welcome back to my channel. Hope you are all well. So I'm very behind on this video because I know it is October 7th today. The month of September just seemed to fly by and I feel like I blinked and it was over, yet so much stuff happened in September. But yeah, I'm kind of excited for this month. My birthday is on the 11th. I still have no plans about what I'm gonna do, and usually I'm really sad on my birthdays, but I have a feeling that I'm gonna be happy on this one. I don't know. Also, I'm turning 28, so I'm like really close to 30, closer to 30 than I am to 25, which is like, I don't know, but I'm not gonna complain because I know I'm not that old. At least people younger than me think I am, but I don't feel like I am that old yet. So yeah, anyways, let's just go ahead and get started with this video. So I have my handy dandy basket. I don't have a lot of beauty favorites, but I still have a feeling that this video is gonna take forever and it's gonna be long, so hopefully it isn't. So we'll just go ahead and minimize the blabbing that I have. So the first favorite I have been loving all month was the TULA Skincare Glow and Get It Cooling and Brightening Eye Balm. Hopefully I haven't mentioned this in a previous favorite. I don't think I have, but if I have, then I'm sorry. But I've been using this all of August, September. I'm still using it. I used it today. I love this stuff just for prepping for concealer. I put this on right before my color corrector and before my, or after my like face primer, and I just feel like it hydrates my under eyes. It like minimizes the amount of creasing I get. I just love how this looks. It's also super cooling, which feels amazing in the morning especially. So yeah, I've been loving this. I feel like it just makes my concealer look way better than normal. Second favorite was something I mentioned in my last video, and that is the L'Oreal Magic Skin Beautifier BB cream. Now this is like an anti-redness product that I use. You can use this all on its own, or you can use it as a primer. You can mix it into your foundations. I just feel like this is super lightweight, versatile, everyday kind of product. You can use this a bunch of ways, like I said. I like this, to be honest, when I want to put like the minimum effort into my makeup. So basically, not to the point where I don't want to wear anything, but I want to do something. I always reach for this. I love how this makes my skin look. I love the technology behind this because, as you guys know, in my last video I mentioned that it is green, and then once you blend it out onto your skin, it kind of adjusts to the natural pigments of your skin and just gives you its own shade. So I love that. I feel like this is really good at covering redness because of the green starting shade that it has, and I do experience redness from old acne or if I am feeling sensitive. So I've just been loving this in general. I feel like this is a great find. It does run a little pricey, but sometimes I tend to see it on sale, so if you do see it in the drugstore, go ahead and check it out. Next are two powders that I've been singing the praises of on my TikTok, and I think on here too. If you guys don't follow me on TikTok, I'll be sure to mention it down in the description below. I also want to include my social media, so you guys are welcome to go and follow me there. But anyways, these are the Maybelline Fit Me Matte and Poreless pressed powders. Now I have these in shade 120 and 122. I find myself using 120 more for my under eyes, and then I use 122 for like setting my face if I need to. Now the texture of these powders are like unbelievable. I feel like these have gotten popular all over again on TikTok and stuff, so it was a little hard to find these, to be honest, but I have used these in the past. I just kind of forgot about them. I do also enjoy the loose formula of this. They have a loose setting powder version as well, which is also super hard to find thanks to TikTok and everything. But yeah, I love these as setting powder. I feel like it totally smooths my under eye, doesn't emphasize any of the dryness. I love how it sets my like under eyes. It makes every concealer look just amazing. This doesn't dry it out, even though it has like the matte and poreless kind of name in it. And usually I feel like pressed powders are like not ideal for under eyes, but I just love the formula of this. It's so finely milled, doesn't feel like anything, even though it packs such a nice punch. I find it does give me like a smidgen of coverage, but nothing too crazy. But yeah, I've just been loving this stuff. This is the only powder I have been reaching for all of September. Like, I have so many powders, you guys know I have high-end ones, but I cannot stop using this because as soon as I get hooked on something, I cannot stop until I get like sick and tired of it, which I don't see happening anytime soon. But yeah, you guys need to check this out if you can find it, get your hands on it, because sometimes it goes for as low as like, I've seen it for $6.99 before, I've seen it for like $4.99 before, so it just depends on where you're purchasing it from. But if you do see it, try and pick it up. I will say that the shades run a little dark, so the 120 Classic Ivory shade is ideal for my under eyes, and I'm not fairest of the fair. I'd say I'm light to medium, and I feel like the 122 shade can run a little bit dark on my under eyes, if that makes sense. I'll just show you guys. This is the 122 shade. So not sure if you can see, but yeah, this does also come with a puff and a mirror, so it's nice for like on the go as well. But anyways, I love these so much, you guys. I don't feel like they overemphasize any dryness. If I have any like I do right now, they did not overemphasize any of it. It works with like every single concealer, so I love these. Okay, last is a product from MAC Cosmetics. This is the Prolong Wear Paint Pot in Groundwork. Now you guys know I am starting to lean towards like liquid eyeshadows and stuff like that because I find products like that to be very one and done. They're super like lazy girl friendly, and it's just like something you can just pop on and you don't have to worry about creating like this extravagant, you know, eyeshadow look. So this is like what I reach for on the daily. This is a cream product, but essentially once you blend it out, it looks like that. I love this, you guys. I feel like this on its own is just so absolutely beautiful. I don't use any eyeshadow primer. I feel like the prolong wear aspect of this that is in the title makes it really long wearing, so I don't use any eyeshadow primer. I like to put this right on top of my bare eyelids once I have like eye cream and stuff on, and I love the way it looks. Usually what I used to do is just use the natural pigment of my eyelids as an eyeshadow, but I find this just looks way more uniformed, and I love it so much. I know this can be a little pricey, but this will last you forever. Like, I've been using this for months and I've just started to make a dent in it. But I love MAC's paint pots. This is the one I gravitated the most to because I just feel like it's perfect for every day, and if I'm gonna spend a pretty penny on something, I want it to be good for like every day and not something I reach for like once in a blue moon or only for special occasions, because then you're just basically wasting your money, because by the time you finish it, it's most likely, if not always, expired. Okay, next is a food favorite, which I don't think I've ever mentioned on here before, but I've been loving these. Now, unfortunately, this is not available in Canada, not anywhere where I found it, or let's just say in Vancouver, because I've not been able to find this. But as you guys know, I use SHETTY, which is the provider that gives you a American address which you can have your products shipped to, and then they will ship it out to the warehouse to wherever you are from. So I've been loving SHETTY for that exact reason. Obviously not sponsored, though I wish it was, would be nice. Anyways, these are the BOBO'S chocolate chip oat bites. These are so freaking good, you guys. This is actually gluten-free, and it's plant-based, dairy-free as well. So these come in boxes like this, and they have 5 of these like oatmeal bites, and I bought like 4 of these boxes, and I just love these for like a quick breakfast, kind of a quick pick-me-up throughout the day. These taste so good. Now, I just want to preface that if you are someone who has a gluten-free diet, and I don't by choice, I do because I have celiac disease, gluten-free things never taste good. I have yet to find something that's gluten-free that's like, so good. Like, I prefer it over the like non-gluten version. No, but this, you guys, is so freaking good. Like, I crave these. That's how good they are. They don't taste like gross like gluten, other pastries, other like gluten-free bars I've had. It still satisfies my sweet tooth if I'm having one, but I feel like they're just super nutritious. They don't feel super unhealthy to eat, and they are really filling. Even though it's just like one bite, I feel like this, along with like my coffee or even like a afternoon pick-me-ups, really satisfies me and like allows me to not continue snacking throughout the day, because I'm a huge snacker. I find myself throughout the day getting hungry. I don't have a meal, I'll just snack, which is a habit I am trying to get rid of, but I just feel like this is something that's super healthy. If you happen to find these in a store near you, you're lucky, and like, definitely try them out. but I love these so much. And the reason why I bought these was because I was on the hunt for like gluten-free protein bars, and the ones that I used to buy, I was like about to go buy them, but I don't know how I overlooked this, but the ones that I used to buy happen to have gelatin in them, and I don't know how I overlooked that, because I always look at ingredients of stuff, but I guess it just went over my shoulder because it was a protein bar, and it was like, I didn't think of it to have gelatin, but those were gluten-free. Anyways, I'm not going to mention which company that is because it's not their fault. It's genuinely my fault. But anyways, I just want to let you guys know that I'm not one to count calories, but if you're interested. So one oat bite has 150 calories and has 2 grams of protein and 27 grams of total carbohydrates. I don't know, is that a lot? Anyways, I really like these. So I don't know if they're the most healthiest thing, but I love this. On the back here, it says it's gluten-free, dairy-free, plant-based, 100% whole grain oats. And yeah, I love this stuff. I just love how these taste, and they have definitely found a lifelong customer in me. So if this company is watching, please sponsor me. Okay, the next thing, I don't have it with me because it's in my car and I'm way too lazy to get it, but I will include clips of me using it here. If you guys hear any noise, please excuse, my family members are using the kitchen and it's like they're trying their hardest to be loud. I don't know what's going on. Anyways, that is a jump rope. Now this is not a typical jump rope. This is actually a, I don't know what you would call it, like an electronic one. So essentially this counts all your jumps. It counts how long you've been jumping for. It counts the laps of your sets basically. And I've been loving this. This motivates me to implement skipping more often into my workout routines. Now this is something I strictly do on cardio days because it's just something I like to add aside from, or like in addition to using the treadmill or elliptical. I just like this is more fun to do because time on the treadmill and elliptical feels like it's not moving at all. So I don't know. Anyways, I love this. I feel like it's a great way to implement, you know, cardio if you're someone that gets bored of like running and walking and so on and so forth. It's been helping me a lot with like my stamina and my heart rate, and I just love it. I personally feel like if you are someone that already does, you know, do jump rope and skipping and stuff, maybe you're someone that's like not interested in this, but if you're someone that's willing to start, I feel like this kind of teaches you to be competitive with yourself. So I set myself goals, and then every single week I try to beat those goals from last week. So I had my goal from last week was this. So my first goal with starting this was 500 jumps in 5 minutes, which probably doesn't seem like a lot, but it was for me because essentially, you guys, I couldn't keep a rapid pace, but I find myself getting better. So that as well is very encouraging to see when you start practicing how much progress and improvement you make if it's something you keep implementing. So yeah, I just love this so much. So I'm gonna read you guys some of the benefits that I found in this article. Now, I'm not a medical professional, so obviously do your own research, but I feel like this sort of exercising cannot be to anybody's detriment if you are taking utmost care in how you are carrying it out or doing it. So the first benefit is it is going to improve heart health because it increases the heart rate. This allows the heart muscles to work harder to pump oxygenated and deoxygenated blood across the body, thereby promoting heart health. Second is that it tones the lower and upper body. Because it is a full body workout, this is really good for toning muscles from like your full body, and I love that. I feel like anything that works on everything at once would just be super ideal, because obviously when you are essentially working out in a gym, you have days dedicated, or at least I do, where that's like legs and glutes and then back and arms. So the fact that this does everything while you're doing one thing only is just amazing. Third is that this burns calories. Obviously it's an amazing way to burn calories and shed fat because it helps improve the body mass index if this is something that you are consistent with. Fourth is the reason that I started this, to be honest, and that is that it improves motor function and stamina. That is the reason most athletes and especially boxers practice jumping rope, because adding skipping or rope jumping and weighted rope jumping to your exercise can help improve coordination, strength, endurance, and balance. So that was my main reason for starting, because I feel like balance and stamina is something that I definitely want to work on. My balance has never been good, and I feel like it's just something I personally always wanted to work on within my fitness journey. 5 is that it improves pulmonary function, so this means that it improves blood circulation and breathing and enhances lung capacity. And 6 is that it may improve bone density. Now, I don't know about that one, but this is again like an article, and like I said, if this is something you're interested in, go ahead and do your research. If it's something that you're like more skeptical about, I don't know, but I feel like if you are careful, this is something that does not cause any harm, unless you obviously don't get injured. Please don't get injured, like, you know, obviously start slow. Now, you guys, honestly, when I first started this, I couldn't jump for more than 5 jumps without like stopping. It's like, not because I couldn't have the endurance to do so, it's just that I wasn't good at skipping. But I find myself getting way better and better, so if I can, I'll probably include clips on the screen. Please don't laugh at me or make fun of me, because this is still something I am working on, and please ignore how stupid I look while I'm jumping, because I don't know why it looks so weird to me. I don't know, it just doesn't look right when I'm jumping. Sometimes I feel like I'm doing it wrong, so I don't know. Okay, the last thing I want to mention is actually a podcast. Now, this podcast is by someone named Jay Shetty. If you guys are not familiar, his podcast is called On Purpose. Now, Jay, if anyone is not aware of his like social media presence, he is huge on Instagram. He actually was an individual who used to be a monk. I came to know his podcast from like an Instagram post that I found on like my explore page on Instagram, and then I began following him, and I loved the stuff he was posting and the stuff that he was saying. And then when I saw that he had a podcast, I like went and started listening. I've been trying to go and listen to like the oldest ones first, because I need to do things in chronological order. Don't ask me why, but anyways, his first episode that he posted of this podcast was in February 13th, 2019, and I'm caught up to, I'm on September 25th, 2020, so it's taken me a while to catch up to these, but it's something I listen to every day. I love the way that Jay speaks. It's truly such an inspirational podcast. He has amazing guests. Like, thus far, my favorite guest he's had on the show is Dr. Amen, and it's someone I follow on Instagram as well. He is a psychiatrist and a brain specialist, so if you are not familiar with his Instagram page, essentially he has a lot of celebrities and he scans their brains, and every single time he's come on Jay's podcast, which is twice so far up to where I've listened, he just says the most amazing things. I love the way he talks. I love how much emphasis he puts on mental health. It's just amazing to hear. I did want to mention something about Dr. Amen's Instagram account that I really like. So I have included his username so that you guys can go check it out. But something I find very interesting is the fact that he has a lot of celebrities that come in and he scans their brains. Now, Dr. Amen places a lot of emphasis on the impacts of brain health has on quality of life. So sometimes people who have been in traumatic experiences, such as like injuries from sports or like in a motor vehicle accident, he speaks about how important brain health is for overall quality of life and how it can impact many of the mental health issues that we might face or experience in life. And he talks about what a healthy brain looks like, and he posts videos every single day on his Instagram about just random tips. Like, some stuff is about like anxiety and how to counteract that, some stuff is about what to do to work on your depression, or what to do to work on PTSD. And then he speaks about like the effects of alcohol and drugs and certain medications. He just has such an insightful Instagram page, and I highly recommend checking it out. I like highly recommend listening to Jay's podcast. He has such amazing guests, like all from diverse like walks of life. There's like high known celebrities, like there was Will Smith, Kobe Bryant, rest in peace to him. There has been Sophia Bush. There has been people who he's known from his time as being a monk. There's just amazing one. He also has like ones where he does solo, so he'll talk about just like the most amazing things. So one of the solo ones that I've listened to in the past is like the 3 attachment styles and how your attachment style is affecting your relationship, 2 levels of loneliness, and 3 ways to create deeper connections. I just love his podcast. Like, Jay is amazing, and he's actually, I think, still the #1 health podcast in the world. So if you guys have not gotten around to listening to any of his podcasts or seeing any of his work, I highly recommend you do so. I really want to eventually start reading his book, but I have like a long list of books that I need to get to first. So yeah, that is just something I wanted to mention. Kind of random, but I love his podcast so much. It's just something I look forward to listening every single day. Okay, my loves, that was my favorites video. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully this video was not as long. I'm just hoping and praying. I think if I didn't blabber, it wouldn't have been. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. Bye.